Seeing that he was so generous, the girl's defense had almost completely collapsed. She just waited to learn more about Wu Qi, and then went further. At this time, Wu Qi's cell phone rang suddenly. He looked down and found that it was Yue Sheng's call, and he couldn't help but frown. Why isn't this woman going to die? What annoying. Seeing him with a weird expression, the girl asked curiously, "It's not your girlfriend's phone call, right?" "No, it's not." Wu Qi hurriedly explained, "Ex-girlfriend, she cheated, but she has been pestering me." After speaking, he sighed and said, "Hey, beauty waits for me. I will be back when I answer the phone." "It is okay." Wu Qi took his cell phone and went out of the bar. Then he got on the phone. As soon as he opened his mouth, he cursed, "Why are you filthy girl calling me? Isn't the insult and humiliation you brought me enough?" Yue Sheng was turning on the speaker at this time, and Charlie felt annoyed when he heard this. This Be It Starred is really giving his own psychological hints all the time. Just want Yue Sheng to feel dirty, want her to give up her life. However, he did not expect that Yue Sheng was actually completely free from his psychological hints at this time. But Yue Sheng still obediently followed Charlie's instructions and said, "Wu Qi, I am ready to die. Only if I die can you be free from the humiliation." Wu Qi said impatiently, "Then you go quickly, don't FC King hurt me again." Charlie typed a string of words with his mobile phone and handed it to Yue Sheng. Yue Sheng read the words on Charlie's phone and said, "Then can you come to meet me by the artificial lake of the school? Before I leave, I still have gifts to give you." Wu Qi immediately said, "No. I don't want to see you again. Seeing you will make me feel sick. It makes me nauseous, makes me want to vomit, makes me want to draw my own face, and asks how I fall in love with some dirty woman like you." Yue Sheng said. Charlie sent another string of words at this time. She read as she read, "Since you don't want to come, let's break up. From now on you will take your road and I will cross my single plank bridge. If we meet at school, I hope you can pretend not to know me. Thank you." Wu Qi was stunned. What's the situation? Hasn't Yue Sheng been brainwashed by him? How could she suddenly wake up? Why is she so calm about breaking up with him? D*MN it, isn't this slap in the face? Haven't all his previous efforts been abandoned? So he hurriedly begged, "Yue Sheng, how could you be so cruel and hurt me, and then leave me? Are you really going to break my heart?" Yue Sheng looked at Charlie's cell phone and read the lines Charlie wrote to her, and said, "Don't you hurt my heart? I'm ready to die. My only wish is to see you again before I die. On the one hand, if I give you a gift, why can't you promise me? If you don't promise me, then I can only break up with you." When Wu Qi heard this, he blurted out immediately, Don't break up with me. You want to see me, right? I'll see you now. On the artificial lake, right?" Yue Sheng gave a hum, and said, "Yes." Seeing that Yue Sheng might want to get rid of his own control, Wu Qi was extremely nervous, ignoring that there was still a beautiful prey waiting for him in the bar, and hurried back to school. As soon as he entered the school, Wu Qi hurried to the artificial lake, and finally saw Yue Sheng on the edge of the artificial lake. He hurried to Yue Sheng and asked, "Yue Sheng, what gift do you want to give me?" Charlie suddenly stood up at this time and smiled. "She has no gifts for you, but I do." "Who are you?" Wu Qi frowned and looked at Yue Sheng, and asked, "This person is your relative?" Charlie smiled and said, "I am not her relative." Wu Qi asked, "Then who are you?" Charlie said lightly, "I am the one who walks for the sky." After speaking, Charlie patted Yue Sheng on the back and said, "Yue Sheng, you go to Aoshui and the others, first go back to the dormitory and change to dry clothes. This has nothing to do with you." Yue Sheng nodded gratefully. Because of what happened just now, she had 10,000 trust in Charlie, bowed respectfully, and walked to find Aoshui and the others not far away. Aoshui and a few classmates saw that she had given up committing suicide and immediately held her and wept with joy. Yue Sheng was also grateful to the fellows for their concern. Later, a few classmates sent her back to the bedroom. Wu Qi looked at it from a distance, Feeling that Yue Sheng's current state seemed strange, could it be that she had got rid of his own psychological hints? He was very angry, frowned and looked at Charlie in front of him, and said coldly, "You asked Yue Sheng to call me and lie to me?" "What do you mean?" Charlie sneered and asked, "What do I mean?" "I just wanted to ask you, did your parents give birth to you and let you poison women?" "You are such a SCM, do your parents know?" Wu Qi's expression also became gloomy. He had realized that he might be exposed, so he cursed, "Whatever, I play with women and it's my ability. What's the matter with you? What are you? Want to take care of me too? Do you know who I am? Do you believe it or not?"